Welcome to the pod. Welcome to Pot Liquor. What's your name?
Hello. I got food all in my teeth. Good morning.
The food
Is it
in your
morning?
teeth. It is still it's lunchtime now.
It's noon.
Lunch.
Hello. What up, though? This your girl Queen, the Hope Dealer.
How you doing? How you doing today?
I'm sorry, I was just a bunch of stuff popping up.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm just trying to learn how to navigate this TikTok. I got some stuff I want to chop it up about today. What about you?
Oh yeah, man. Some stuff on my plate, on my helmet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go off camera for a second. I'm gonna rinse my mouth. Eating.
We gotta switch these screens around. I want to be
Give
able
me a
to.
second.
Okay, for sure. Can I do that too? Hold on. Let me see. Switch. Expand both. Okay, let me do this. See, okay, I can expand. Boom. Okay. Yeah, we waiting on one more to come to the show. Let's see if he makes it on time, or we don't know. We want to can we get a hand clap for Queen coming through on time? I'm talking about right on time, not holding anything behind. Ooh. Oh, I'm Gotcha, by the way. Gotcha. But they're going to be calling me different things like Lewis and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all can call me Gotcha. That's my preferred surname at this point in life. I'll be switching it up like Diddy. Feel me? Anybody know a good, what's them people that you go to skincare? Dermatologist. That's your boy. Got these black eyes, and these black eyes be having me all looking tired and whatnot. You feel me? I'm not tired, but I've got bad allergies. What's happening there?
What's up? I'm sorry, I had to rinse my brace. This brace life is different. So this braces life is a different lifestyle.
You got to be strong. And you got the metal just tightening up every once in a while.
Every once in a while, every week. It tightens every week. You can definitely feel it when it's tightening. And then you got to be mindful of what you're eating. And I'm a really hard head, big back. So, I don't really like this background, but we going to do what it do.
Gotta switch it up. I'm going to be changing my background for sure.
Okay.
Hold on.
Welcome to Pot Liquor. Whoever on the call, we appreciate whoever it is. And if not, we going to still get it popping. Welcome.
Real talk. So,
I'm your girl Queen. I'm your Hope Dilla. And what I do over here is I deal hope. Whatever that looks like for you. What's up, Gotcha?
Chilling, just chilling. Trying to wait 5 more minutes for Broski to see if he gonna come in. Talked to him about it earlier. We shall see. But if not, we shall get the party going. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Paying attention to the chat.
Young Gucci in the building.
Jordan Gucci.
Get money. That sounds like a money getting in, you know? Jordan and Gucci.
Person.
That's a money getting individual.
What's up, Jordan Gucci?
Ooh. All right, man.
All right. Well, either way, we in this building, right?
Yeah, glad to be. This the place to be.
Sorry. Something happened. Something happened. Okay. Well, either way. Pot Liquor.
So why don't you tell us about the purpose of pot liquor, if that's on your mind? That's something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Right. I think folks don't know what pot liquor is, right? Do y'all know what pot liquor is? Let's give you a definition of what a pot liquor is, right? It sounds like pot liquor, right? And some folks may think it's alcohol, right? And at some points in some parts of the states, I want to probably in the southern states, it probably is, right? But for our particular purpose, this pot liquor podcast is about that bottom of that pot. Like if you ever had a good old batch of greens, your granny made some greens or your mama made some greens, and at the bottom of that pot is where all them flavors be juicing at, the seasonings and all that juice just be sitting at that bottom. Once you get that final scoop of them greens,
cornbread.
Oh, on that, just drizzle on some cornbread. People like me with braces, man, that pot liquor and some cornbread is like life right there. It's all them flavors that kicked in, right? And that's our podcast. We the bottom of them greens with all them flavors kicked in. Hopefully, right? Something would pan out and we seasoned you up well to keep you healthy for the rest of the week. So That's what pot liquor is.
That's the definition. That's the definition right there. Okay.
And that's our purpose, right? Our purpose is jumping on this podcast to hopefully give folks the stuff that's at the bottom of the pot, right? Stuff they ain't thinking about, stuff they ain't talking about, stuff that's manifesting on their mind. Hopefully to give some hope. Hopefully to share some light. Gotcha can teach you about shock value and what that looks like. We got one more too. We just 2 of the 3, but right now, while we're 2 of the 3, we're gonna get it popping.
Yeah, so you know what?
Gotcha, what's on your mind?
You know what? I didn't know where I wanted to go first. There's a couple things I want to talk about, but I think I'm gonna start with this. Really, this is kind of, where is it? Oh no, hold on. Wait, I'm slipping.
You changed your background. How you do that?
I did. See, I want to talk about this specifically.
Wait a minute. It's giving glizzy.
Expand my screen a little bit. Let me switch up. Come on now. Let's do this the right way. Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm new to this. I will be true to it.
Going live on TikTok is a different experience, man. I've been jumping on a couple people's live and jumping in their chats and their conversations, and it's been heavy hitting. I jumped on this one. I don't want to say this creator name and mess it up, but I've been jumping on this gentleman's live, and he's been talking about just pretty much like manism and family dynamics and pandering, how men are being called panda bears. I love how you use the word panda bear, because he's speaking to women in such a way that certain men, I'm not gonna say all men, certain men don't particularly think women either need to hear or women haven't heard, especially if you grew up in maybe a fatherless household or some type of male figure in your life. His podcast is really deep, or his live be really deep. So I like jumping on his live. And so it teaches me a little bit how we do this thing,
Right. All right. So this right here is a picture of a very famous image from this movie called Belly. I don't know if you've seen it before, but it represents this dude who is a hater. I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit one bit, right? And basically it's talking to the effect of like, oh, thank you, Martin. Thank you. We appreciate it. It basically talks about, it's basically just alluding to people who will see you from a distance and they hate on you. And I want to talk about 2 different type of haters, basically. I want to talk about him, the people who are doing it from a distance and they're going to work around you to make something suffer or to cause a problem in your life. And, you know, they basically sit there and they find any way to distract you or to stop you from getting where you want to go or whatever. They'll come with any type of plastic complaint. Be it. In this situation, I think he was winding up calling the police or dropping a dime. That's what he said. He going to drop a dime. He snitched on because they were doing some illegal activities or whatever, right? And in this situation, he did what he could do to stop somebody, a hater. That's what he do. The hater's job is to hate on you. Like Cat Williams says, you're supposed to have 3 more haters by the summer. If you getting a hater, that means you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing. That's how I look at it. Anytime you're dealing with a hater, that means you're on a new level and you're doing something to cause problems in somebody's life. Not even problems in somebody's life, but you causing turmoil in their spirit because of you working the way that you're supposed to do and doing the things that you're supposed to do. And if you can do that to somebody just by your existing and doing something, not worrying about somebody else, you know how wonderful that has to make you? You have to be thriving and building something strong. Like, what do you think about people who just come out the blue hating on you?
Man, I love them, to be honest with you. I love them. I don't call them haters. I call them supporters. I call them free promotion, free marketing. 10 years ago, they'd have been haters and they probably would have broke me apart. Like I probably would have been broken. But now at this stage of my life, I love a hater. I love, if you even calling yourself a hater, if you a hater and you hating on what I'm doing, or you hating on somebody else, or you got something to say against somebody else, it just lets me know where you are in your life. And I think that a hater, right, it's just a person who doesn't know where they want to go in their life, so they see somebody else doing it. So now they got all the energy and all the spirit to talk about why it can't work and why it's not going to work or how they going to stop them, right? Spending all your energy trying to hold somebody else back when you can be focused that energy on what you got going on. So for me, I love a hater, right? I love somebody spending their time and energy working on me. That means I'm doing my job. I'm on my job.
It's crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I was cutting you off. It's crazy that people will literally take out their time to spend energy on somebody else's thing instead of focusing on what they should be doing. Focusing on being kind to one another.
Be kind to one another.
Supposed to be doing, you know?
Yes. Yes, exactly. And the crazy part because they don't know what they're supposed to be doing, right? And then one thing about us on Pot Liquor too, we gonna talk about God, and it get cut off. That's letting us know there's some haters in the area that don't want God to be spoken, but He gonna be spoken up in this room. So that just lets you know that your life ain't aligned with who you supposed to have it aligned with your higher purpose, your higher power. So if you hating on somebody and you spending that energy and that time hating on somebody, right? Then you really should take some step backs, right? Some self-reflection to me. Get in that mirror, man. Start talking to that star player. Like you are the one. So go talk to them. Get mad at them. Go argue with them. Work on their energy. But you spend your time working on somebody else's, they still gonna keep it moving. They gonna still do what they need to do.
And speaking of God, guys, I think God might sometimes send a hater your way because if you think about it, this right here, this one of my favorite haters in the world. This dude right here, if you ever seen this movie starring Mos Def, he plays Vivian Thomas, what's his name?
You know what? I thought dude was from The Wire because he played in The Wire.
Right. But this specific role, this person right here, this is a hater on the dude Mos Def in this movie. I cannot think of the name, but basically
Something the Lord Made. It's called Something,
the Lord Made, where they basically invented open heart surgery. This was a black assistant that invented open heart surgery, right, during the time of Jim Crow and all of that, right? So this was a segregated workplace where level class can only get paid a certain amount of money. Now, this was the maintenance man in the facility, and he saw Vivian Thomas, played by Mos Def, right? He was getting extra food, so he was hating on getting some food, which he might have needed to be on a diet anyway. He was hating on dude getting extra food, and he was just hating because he was getting attention from the other lunch lady because they were proud of him and the work that he was doing because he was the first black man to be doing that, working as a personal assistant to, not even a personal assistant, but
he invented the tool for the open heart surgery to cure blue heart surgery. He invented that tool specifically.
Exactly. So he did that. So this guy was hating on him, right? But what he didn't realize is that God sent him there to hate on him so he could get his extra pay because he was getting paid as a maintenance man, as opposed to him shutting up and not saying nothing about it. He went up to him and made it a point to let him know, oh, he ain't special. Ain't nothing great about him. Nothing that he's doing is valuable because he a classy worker, just like me. And he did that, and he lit a fire in Vivian Thomas's ass to go and find out about his paperwork and figure out what's going on and see that he was getting underpaid and undervalued in the system that he was in. All because this one individual, this hater, which I say is sent by God, he was doing negative things and he was upset. But if he wouldn't have did that, Vivian Thomas wouldn't have went on his way and got his adjusted pay and get the value that he deserved in history for the work that he done.
Yeah.
So understand that haters play a very important role. They're
supposed
to help push you to where you're supposed to be. So if a hater comes in your way and stops your hustle, like say you're doing something, you're not doing it the proper way you're supposed to be doing it, or you cutting corners, and a hater comes in the way like, oh, you don't have your paperwork for this, that, and third, and it forces you to go get your paperwork, so now you get catapulted to the next situation, it helps you skyrocket. So when you got a hater coming through, it's going to make you upset. It's going to piss you off, but guess what? They're helping you.
It's gonna light that fire. That's a word. That's a word. That's a word. That's a word. Because that just definitely brought back some reflections of what you just said. If a hater come your way to kind of like expose you for doing things the way you're doing it, maybe you need to switch it up. That just definitely made me think about some stuff too, for real. Like think about how I'm doing life or how I'm doing certain things. Like, okay, I need to navigate that differently. I love that. I love that.
Hey. That's the way I look at it.
You hating on me, let me keep it pushing. And, because we can get egotistical when it comes around hater. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you a hater, you just mad.
It's easy to pull out the knife. It's easy to pull out the knife and go attack somebody. But you don't do that. You put that down and pull out that pencil and get your paperwork together. Do what you're supposed to do to level up to the next level. Because the more you level up and get to where you want to be and where you're supposed to go, you're going to get more haters, which means that there's more evolving for you to do. Because eventually that hater turns into what? A lover, a fan.
Participating.
They idolize you. They want to be around you. They happy for you. Everything goes out the door when they realize that they can actually be benefited from you.
Right. You start they start to see that. Oh, I actually like this person. This person is doing something I like. Let me go take heed. Right. And I agree to that too. I think I experienced that during my first stages of my internship as a therapist, right? For whatever reason, somebody just had energy towards me, didn't like me or whatever. And I'm this bubbly ass person. I'm hella bubbly. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a morning person. I'm a ray of sunshine in the morning, right? About 2:00, it's a different type of vibe. But I come in with this, this hopeful healing energy, and somebody just was just hating on the energy, just hating on what I'm doing, hating on how I was talking and how I was moving, because it didn't sound in the sense of what they would say, right? And they turned right back around and needed me and needed all of what I brought to bring it to their life, right? And they were like,
Thanos snap. You tried to avoid me, but look where did it lead you?
Right to
back
me.
to me.
Right back to me, right? And you needed me. It was like, damn, man, I should have been tapped in with you, but your energy kept you from tapping into me. So,
And that's something people got to realize. You got to self-assess, because I'm gonna tell you something. I've hated on people. I've never verbalized my hatred or disdain for somebody. But there's situations where we dislike people and don't like somebody, right? But you got to realize that that's an internal thing. See, this is a message for haters too. If you disliking somebody, there's only two reasons, and I've talked about this before, and this is specifically for men. There's only a couple of reasons why you might not like a dude. You might not like a dude, one, because you think he can whoop that ass, right? Another reason is you might think that he can take women from you, like he can get more women than you or take a woman from you. Or maybe he's getting more money than you. But ultimately, it's an insecurity thing. So when you hating on somebody, you also need to think about this situation right there. What am I insecure about that's causing me to dislike this person who I'm not even having an interaction with? Your interaction with that person might change something. You might dislike this person now, but if you actually go and talk to them and communicate with them, you might find out that y'all have more in common than you've ever realized.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's a message for women too. Women, we have that same kind of ideology too. Sometimes we hate on each other thinking somebody got more than what somebody else has or less than what somebody else has. So we like to say we shitting on people or, that we better than somebody. And we don't even use the words like we better than somebody. We just like, I'm better than her, or I'm finer than her, or I'm got this different thing more than her. In reality, we all sisters in this journey, right? And we all trying to level up instead of like tearing each other down and talking about what another person doesn't have more than you or less than you. Tap in with them and see how you can get there, right? How you can get there, how you can go there. They got the blueprint, and one of the best advice I got from a mentor was, whatever it is that you want to do, find you somebody that's already doing it and get up under them. Find the blueprint. So, and that's been my thing since, and I haven't seen anybody as a competition or as I'm hating on them or they hating on me. It's just, I'm where I'm going and you going where you going, and if we happen to meet, God bless that journey.
So when y'all meet, it's supposed to be 10 times better because y'all both got things that y'all can add to the recipe to make it better.
To make that pot liquor, right? To make a lot of that season. You know what I'm saying?
Bill collectors is on my tail today. If I keep freezing, just understand that this is.
I know you are. I was wondering what's going on.
Bill collector calling me, or it's the other host trying to get in, and I told him to get through the message. I don't know, but it's been mostly bill collectors, and I thought I paid off all my bills, but they seem like just still want to call me.
Bob, we got some more. They want to give you some more. They want to give you some more so you can keep being a hater in their life.
I'll take the money if I don't have to be a personal guarantor. If you don't need me to personal guarantee, I'll take all the money you can give me. But if Gotcha is responsible for it, I don't want it. No.
I don't want your bills. I don't want nothing. I want to be free. I want to be free. I would sing it, but
pot liquor account. Put it on the pot liquor account. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's a separate entity.
You know what I'm saying? No, I want to be free. I want to be free of all this American tragedy, trauma, debt, and trauma, for sure.
So what else on your mind today?
You know what? Was on my mind? I actually made it to the gym today. The gym.
I'm waiting. I literally got to go, but I ain't have time because I had to get here. So I was like,
let me and I went early this morning, man. My dynamics got in order for me to be able to hit the gym super early, and I was really grateful for that. And it was amazing. It was amazing to hit the gym early, but that's not what I was reflecting on. While I was at the gym, I was reflecting on, right, how I'm so fucking San Francisco, right? I'm so San Francisco. It's ridiculous, right?
What does that mean?
Right, I'm about to tell you. Let me tell you, right? So I was sitting here, and I got these braids in my hair, right? And every time I put my hair up in a ponytail, I always leave this one part out, right? Like I leave like this little back part out, right? Mm-hmm. So I grew up in the 80s, right? I grew up in an era where there were DuckTales, right? And you kind of knew, like, you kind of knew from the DuckTale, you kind of knew who was who from where, right? So in particular neighborhoods, they had this, like the guys had DuckTales, right? And now the young, like the ladies, they're doing like this one thing, like they'll have one dread that they're growing, like they'll have their hair and two different things, and they're all growing like this one little dread thing.
Is the dread their significant others that they attach to their head, or is it just theirs?
I don't know that concept, but I thought it was about being a part of the culture, right? Like a part of our San Francisco culture, right? Because in our culture, we have dragons and giants and like just Macism, right? Pimpism, right?
Okay, gotcha.
So in the San Francisco culture, I'm just saying in the San Francisco culture, right? So you know who's who, like when you go to a party. If you ever go to a party and like all the neighborhoods are there, you know who's who from the neighborhood. Like if you ever partied in the neighborhood parties, right?
I did.
And I'm putting my fucking hair up, right? Excuse my language. I'm putting my hair up, but I'm making sure that I leave my ducktail out. I always leave my ducktail out, which is crazy, right? And my partner asked me, he's like, "Why are you always leaving that one ass braid out?" I was like, "Cause I'm from the Bay. I'm from the city. Like and it came out so naturally. Like I'm from the Bay, right? And if you don't leave that out, you don't know. Like he from a different neighborhood. I'm from a different neighborhood. And for me, like I'm a giant. Like I'm an SF giant." And I wanted to talk about that. Like, what is some things that you took from the culture, like just the Bay Area culture that you was like, I just can't let it go, man. It's just my thing, right?
I'll show you now.
Right.
Let me go. Let me show you exactly. It's funny because I was talking with somebody at the gym. It's funny. Other day, right? I ain't even got them on me. They in the trunk of my car. My cutters. Do you know what cutters are?
Is it the knockouts?
It's the gloves. Yeah.
Yeah. So we called them knockouts in the 90s.
Yeah. So when I was growing up in the 2000s or whatever, running around the Bay, riding BART or whatever, right? Yeah, on the 14 line and stuff like that in San Francisco, we had cutters all the time. So we would always have some baseball gloves on that we would rock. So basically, anytime you would see them, they'd have them attached to their pants. And that's literally let you know, like, we can get down.
You can get these hands.
We can get down. It's not a problem.
Right.
Chilling, but we can get down.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I noticed that I got some custom ones that I take to the gym with me all the time. And it's not for fighting no more. It's literally to protect my hands with the weightlifting and stuff. And I was talking to somebody who grew up in the same time. And he was like, "Bro, I see you with the gloves." We was chopping up like, "Yeah, bro, you grew up out here too. You know what's up." They don't do that no more. But
you know what's crazy? I got my little one got some though. I got her some. And I had got him from this famous DJ, right? I don't want to say his name on it either because he need to pay me. Either way, I love him. No, it's all good. So he gave me some. He got me some custom SF Giant ones. It's like pink and white. And I couldn't fit them, so I ended up giving them to my youngest one. But she got her some knockouts. For sure.
Billy's collectors keep popping.
Billy's coming through. Billy's, right? But either way, right? But yeah, like if you're not from the Bay and you're not from kind of like San Francisco, you kind of don't know what the knockouts are, right? And I'll tell a little bit about my life, right? When I was younger, I was a wildcat, like a wild young mama, right? And a Thundercat, right? And somebody irritated me, right? I was just like, man, I was just tired of talking. We was tired of talking, right? Man, they didn't see me putting them things on, man. I put them things on, man, and I'm convinced to going to work. Right? And because I had my knockouts on, I didn't feel none of that. Like, and because I'm pretty frail, right? I'm pretty frail and petite. But them knockouts are definitely a hand saver for sure. But now I use them for the gym the same way. I got some, but I use them for the gym too, like to carry my weight. So, but yeah, it's whole Bay culture, man. It's definitely a Bay culture for SF culture for sure.
So when you was having a situation where you was like, you know what, I'm sick of talking, what was the line that they crossed that made you be like, you know what, it's time to bust?
It was just too much energy that was being exposed. I was giving too much energy to keep going back and forth. Like the name calling, like, come on now. I'm not gonna I don't even have no more names to say. Like, I don't even got no more, I don't have enough cuss words in my, in my arsenal to keep going back and forth with nobody. Cool. And I just remember something that my mom and my brother, I have older brothers too, told me, and my younger brother, right? Man, don't spend all your time going back and forth with nobody, man. Cool. Either y'all gonna get down or you're not. It is either to get down or not, right? And now I'm my partner, and he got the same energy too. He'd be like, waste your time arguing with nobody, man.
You know, it's funny. You tell me that story about the conversation. I remember being in a similar situation where there wasn't even no conversation. It was just like staring at me. We was having eye contact repeatedly. Every time I looked over, he was staring at me. He'd look away. Every time, I'm like, why is this nigga, bruh, why is you staring at me? And I had my jacket. You know how we was raised to keep a jacket. That's another San Francisco thing. You got to keep a jacket with you because the weather gonna change in 5 minutes or whatever, right? So I used to have this giant jacket, which is why I hate carrying around jackets now, right? I used to have this giant jacket that I just throw over my shoulder and carry it around my backpack, right? So the dude's commencing to staring at me, right? Just staring at me, right? And then it got to the point, I'm like, bro, what is you staring at? He's like, well, I ain't staring at nothing. And we get into a small conversation where I just put my jacket. He's like, what you putting your jacket down for? I'm like, it's my jacket. That's why.
Is what you put your jacket down for? Because that's the conversation right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you putting your shit down? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's my jacket. That's why I'm putting it down. It's my jacket. Okay. And it's funny because I'm like, wow.
That's so funny. That is so
To
funny.
the point, you get to the point where you're like, okay, I've had enough. The conversation should have ended a long time ago.
Yeah.
So now that we done with the conversation, what's next?
What we finna do now? Hug? I'd be like, come on now, give me a hug. Come on now, let's hug.
That works. That always works for me. I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want no beef. I don't want no problems with nobody.
No beef, no pork, man. No beef, no pork, man. I don't want none of it.
Because, you know, I'm going to go on to my next thing. Do you believe in love?
Yes, I'm a hopeless romantic.
You're a hopeless
I love
romantic.
love. I love love. Even when my heart's broken, I love love.
So I want to talk about two different things as far as love. I want to talk about unconditional love and conditional love because they are two completely different things. And let me see if I can expand my phone properly. Come on.
Are you able to take away the other screen, invite screen?
I don't know how.
I don't know either. You're the host, though. I don't know how much power.
One of these days I'm going to figure it out. But
Maybe we gonna do a.
I'll be trying to just expand. There we go. Expand. Boom. There we go. Conditional love is to be selfless. Conditional love is selfish, rooted in ego, seeks control, has expectations, judgment, looks for others to complete them, feels threatened, needy, and jealous. Let me switch to the other one.
That one was unconditional.
That's conditional love.
Conditional love.
That's conditional. Let's just talk about conditional love. So conditional love is basically, to me, when I think of conditional love, it's basically saying like, if you don't do this, then I don't love you, or I'm not going to treat you the same, or my value of you disappears because you're not doing what I need you to do. I can't have if you making me jealous. I feel some type of way. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. I expected you to be this way, and you're not being that way, as opposed to unconditional love. And that's how I feel. That's the difference. Let me show you what unconditional love is. Hold on. Unconditional love is selfless, rooted in soul, seeks freedom, no expectations, judgy free, is already whole and complete, doesn't worry, needs nothing, and secure with self. So basically, it's about trusting people where they are and accepting them where they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you already have what you need going on in yourself, as opposed to looking for validation from somebody else. And you really just giving people the grace to grow and be the person that they want to be.
Right. I also feel like, I'm sorry,
my bad. Unconditional love is hard though, because we're rooted in a world where we have expectations for people. And I understand that, but it's like, it's more difficult to be in a place where, like, I always used to say this to people. I'm like, that's not your property. It's your turn with them, because people are free to walk out your life at any time. And a lot of people think of unconditional love as the freedom to cheat. And to a degree, it is, because they can do it regardless. They can do whatever they want to do anyway. They can walk out your life any moment that they want to, right? But you thinking that you have control over when that's going to happen is really stressing you out more than you giving them the ability to do what they want to do anyway.
Yeah. What type of people do you think holds these two different values of love, unconditional and conditional? Like for me, that I'm a mom.
Mm-hmm. I can't hear you. Are you getting a call? Okay, now you're muted.
Sorry, somebody calling.
Yeah,
Somebody's calling.
Bill's
I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna probably do a D&D next time. But so I was asking, what types of people do you think holds these two different values? Did you hear that part? Of love, unconditional, unconditional.
Mom, right?
Yeah, because I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. I'm also a advocate, entrepreneur. I have other titles that I hold, right? And for me, each of these titles may come with different types of conditions of love, right? Like I love my kids unconditionally, right? But there is some conditions to how I love them. Like I love them in a space where like I know that they don't know. right? They're learning the world, right? But there's also some expectations that I have for them. So I don't know if unconditional love is a part of that expectations of like, hey, I expect you to kind of live up to the standards that I know you can live up to, right? And I know your ability to live up to. Does that make me love them conditionally or love them unconditionally? My husband, right? Sometimes he don't do shit that I ask him to do and I don't like. He do shit I don't like. Do I not love him anymore because he's doing shit I don't like? Or is my unconditional love for him coming to say, hey, let's figure out how we can be equal or understanding, not even say equal, let's just be understanding to what it is that I'm asking and what you're asking. So love is the foundation of what we doing. So my question to you is like, what types of people do you think, or what types of roles in your life do you think conditional, unconditional love has to come into play?
I don't think that there's a such thing as unconditional love from humans. I think, like what you said, that it's a different way that you love, and that's drawing back to a degree. But it's like unconditional love sometimes sounds like let go of all your feelings, and it's to be selfless. Like, at what point in life are you not selfless? Can you always be selfless okay, at what point does being selfless become detrimental to you as a person? Because think about it like this: if you're selfless to a point where it becomes destructive to you and your own emotions and feelings and your physical, your body, your life, is being unconditional loving, what if you're unconditional loving to somebody who does not care about you? What if they're causing harm in your life and you find yourself being unconditional love because you're foolish at the time and you're not understanding that you're not getting that same thing reciprocated? So is it a possibility to be is that really a thing that you should be? Is that something to have in your life?
Or does the love have condition to it? Your love has a condition under it. Because I can't be unconditional and it's causing me harm, but be conditional if it's in a space where now I'm only seeing you in these spaces. Like I only value you based off the things you're doing or the conditions that you're doing, right?
And that's tough because sometimes
that is for sure. No answer to that.
What you for? They don't value for who you are. And that's tough.
That is. Love is a tough dynamic, right? It's a tough dynamic when you start using that and saying that, because then people start putting their own definitions behind it. And to me, when you're in relationships, it has to have, like, you guys have to have some mutual agreement to what your love looks like. It can't be just, oh, I love this way and this is how you should show up for me, and you love this way and I need to show up. It's like, how do we come into agreement with our love? Right.
I think that you should learn to love people for who they are, as opposed to putting your standards on this is how I want to be loved. If you love somebody, you learn who they are and start to not tailor yourself around that, but get an understanding of who this person is, and even understand if that's somebody that you need to have around you, because you might not sparkle with that person. That's the only thing I can come up with. But you might not agree with that person's personality on how they get down. That might not be the person for you to be around. Look. Yeah.
What you doing? Stick your tongue out. Right? Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Something happened. It was wild. Yeah, you gotta understand. I think only unconditional love you should really have is for yourself, and that doesn't mean be selfish, but that means you really need to know who you are as a person to be able to deal with other humans, because other humans have their own motives. It's like power. Everybody has their role that they're playing, and they're looking for something, and everybody's trying to gain something. And you might be in a situation where people aren't trying to gain anything, but still, you have to be conscious of every decision that you make, even when in love, because it's tough. It's scary out here.
Let's talk about God's love for us.
Because that's unconditional. But then, is it?
It is. We don't do nothing that God asks us to do every day. We don't do nothing that pleases God every day, but he still grants us the grace, right? To either, one, wake up if he decided to go ahead and do it for us again tomorrow, right? Two, if you have a roof over your head, you blessed. That's a blessing, right? Especially in this economy. That's a blessing. Whether you like it or don't like it, right? It's a blessing to still have running water, clean running water, because there's some folks in the parts of the world who don't have that either. It's a blessing that you...
Data centers.
Exactly. Right.
I love TikTok shop. Anyway, go ahead.
And it's a blessing if you have access to food, right? If you have a car, if you have all these different things that can sustain your life, that's only God's love, because any given moment he can stop that. And that's just my theory of God. So God's unconditional love for me would be, even though you're not doing nothing that I asked you to do, nothing, I'm gonna still love you enough to allow you to do all these different things that you want to do, and still come to me if that's what you want to do, even if that's what you want to do. And if you don't, I'm gonna still love you. And because I'm learning this new thing, love, right? I'm a part of this women's group about my church, APOC. I'm gonna definitely say my church on here, a place of change, right? My pastor, Eric Thomas. I love my church. I love my church, right? I never thought I would say that at this big old age in my life that I love my church, but in our women's group, we talking about God's love. Like, we talking about love. We talking about love all day long. And we talk about love that God has for us. Mm-hmm. And in that, we talk about our relationship. Like, the first session the first meeting was talking about, have you ever been in love before, and what that looked like? And what that looks like. And so we just all went down this list of like what love looked like for us. Like, when you first in love with somebody, you know how you be booed up on the phone with them all night. Even don't even want to get off the phone. You falling asleep. First thing you do, you wake up, you're thinking about them. You go to bed, you're thinking about them. All day, you're thinking about them. You're doing all these different things about that person that you love. And God wants us to get back to being in love with him like that, because that's how much he loves us. He loves us like that's our boo. That's your boo. That's my boo, you know? And if we had that type of love for God, and God has that type of love for us, why don't we have that type of love for each other? Because we're not going to please they'll come again with that people pleasing. We're not going to please everybody, and we're not going to please ourselves. And we dang sure ain't pleasing God every day, but he still loves us, right? He loves us enough in our own toxicity, in our own, whatever toxicity may be for us, right? In our own junk, in our own cussing, like all the stuff that we do in a day, he still loves us. So I think love and unconditional love and conditional love shouldn't even be a part of our conversation, because if you love God the way he loves you, you're going to love people the same way, because they shouldn't have to benefit from you for you to do something, or you benefit from them. Like, we know there's a food shortage, right? We know there's an education drought. We know there's so many different things in here. Do we love people enough to do something about it? I do, right? I do. Some people like, that ain't my problem. That ain't my worry. That ain't my concern. My house is good.
But that goes back to the point of some people only talk to God when they want something, when they're in need. Like,
and he love you still even when you do that.
Right. God loves unconditionally because he does it, because he's able to do it.
If he sees fit, right? If it's aligned.
He don't want nothing from us, to be completely honest, but love. Honestly, but love back, and to follow his laws. And it's funny because we come to God when we're in trouble. We come to God when we need him, when we want him. It's not a rare time for me, because I find myself thanking God too. But sometimes I'm gonna tell you something actually right now. I'm gonna tell you something that you might not know about me. But praising God, I praise differently than most people. Most people, they find themselves, they praise through worship and the music and stuff like that, which is you're going to find real funny to me. When I go to church, though, when I used to go to this church called Shiloh, I knew exactly time they were done with the music, and I would walk in after all of the music and the song. One, maybe because I didn't like the music, and it wasn't that I didn't want to praise God. It was more or less like the music didn't sound the way that I wanted it to sound. It just didn't work for me. But I always praise God. I thank God. I'm talking to God. I'm praying all the time and having conversations with God. But when it comes to the music I have an issue with maybe community. That might be an issue with me, is just coming to the community and being around a collective of people. Because I guess I find myself in isolation and being comfortable with isolation. But when it comes to that, I always shy clear of it. Like, now, shake your neighbor's hands and you tell them you love them. I'm like,
high five them 3 times and tell them that they got it. Like, like that. I get it. I totally get it. That's funny, because my church the same. I do the same. Like, when they done with the singing and all that, then that's when I tap in. But I'm with you though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm finding more music that I do like. I'm finding more hip hop, gospel music that I like and stuff like that. And there's certain songs that I do like in gospel, like "Makes No Difference." That's my jam. I like that song. But it's just
I love that song too.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Back to the whole thing with unconditional though, like being a human though, loving each other unconditional is difficult because there are conditions on us in general. And understand that so like I was saying, when we go back to talk to God, most people, I'm not even myself, we go to God with our needs. We bring our needs to him and say, God, fix it. Can you fix it? Can you handle our love? God, can you handle what we need, what we're asking for, as opposed to just thanking God for what he's done? And it brings me back to what Job went through. Job went through it all, right? And what happened at the end of it, God told him, who is you talking to? Who you playing with? Like, why is you talking to me like this? And yes, Job was just trying to talk about his innocence in the situation, but think about it like this. God is in control of everything. He has everything taken care of. And this is your opportunity to thank God because you're still alive. Even at your worst, and when you don't have nothing going on, when you don't have the cars, the clothes, anything, nothing of value, of monetary value that we care, the materialistic shit that we value, ultimately we can get up and we have another day of breath and it can turn around. Like there's no situation where you have to just quit your life because it's going to turn around regardless. As long as you keep on stepping, you got an opportunity to do better. And that's the one part of unconditional love that God gives you is the ability to keep going because there's something that you're supposed to be doing here.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if he gives you another day to open those eyes, I mean, he wants you to keep doing it. Keep trying, try something different. Keep trying, failing, and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Like I agree. I agree 100% what you said for sure. Like, and I think that's probably what he wants from us to love each other unconditionally. Maybe that's one of the things he asked us. I don't think he asked much from us. He asked us just to love each other unconditionally and stop having all these conditions. Because what you just bust down with the whole conditional love, all that ain't of God. That is not of God, right? Even shame, and I'm not sure if you caught church over the week. Just the way what was said specifically about shame and anger and hurt and all those different things. That's because you doing it, right? And you're not coming to God and asking God what to do. Like you're not even asking what to do. You're not sitting back letting him do it. You want to do it. And so I just been on this thing now, like, God, whatever you want to do. I want to do whatever you want to do. It's like the same, like if I were to get in the car with you, we ride, what you want to do, whatever you want to do. Let's go do it, whatever, and for me to have that trust and unconditional with you, or like my pastor like to say, the pilot, like you get on that plane, you trust that pilot blindly. Like you don't know what he on, right? But you on whatever he on, and you just trust that he gonna get you there, right? So and that's where I've been. Like I just trust God gonna get me there. He working behind the scenes, it's that back office. He the back office. He doing all the things. So, and I need to trust whatever relationships I'm in, whatever when it comes to partnerships, business-ships, intimacy, relationships, or whatnot, that he working in them too. Like he and what did Pastor say? Jesus even picked Judas, right? So he even picked his hater. You know what I'm saying? He even picked the hater, right? So we gonna love them too because everybody has their role. Everybody has their role in your life and whatever God sees fit for it. I love how this podcast turned into we talking about God. Always a one for me. But whatever role they have in your life, God see fit for it to be. And when he removed them from your life, God see fit for that too. So it's letting go of attachments and things that you expect from people is probably the work that some folks need to do, or, myself probably need to do as well.
So I agree. And I'm going to tell you, one, you should always go to God first. That's the number one thing you should do. And unconditional love is also being able to love somebody when they tell you no. And that's tough. Sometimes we can't handle the word no. It pisses a lot of people off. But I'm going to tell you, you know why it's important to go to God? Because sometimes you might come to somebody like me. And this is what I've come up with because I have gotten to the point where I am kind of sick of people asking me to borrow money. So what I have done is created a loan application. And this is my official.
A lot of people must ask you to borrow money.
This is my official loan application, and it's just a couple of simple questions that you got to fill out. I will be sending this to everybody who wants to borrow money from me. It's just a couple of questions.
Make sure it don't make to my email. Don't send that to my email.
Well, if you ask for money, I'm going to send you the loan application. But you can't see it all. But the first question is your name and your birthday, right? Your employment status, right? That's the next part of it, right? Do you have a job? And when is your payday? Your next payday, actually. And how frequently are you paid? Are you paid every week, bi-weekly, monthly? You know that, right? Then, this is my favorite part, the details. How much money do you need, right? What's the purpose for the loan? And when will you repay me, right? Those are good questions. That's a valid question for a loan, right? Like, when am I going to get paid back? How much do you need? What do you need money for, right?
It's standard.
What do you need money for, right? Okay. And then the next part is, do you have any collateral that I can take from you if you don't pay me back my money? What do you have, right?
I need something. Let me hold. I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something.
Right. And then there's some other questions. Have you ever borrowed money from me before? Yes. Okay. Did you pay back the money? And what date was it paid back? Okay. Right. That's a simple question, right? These are simple questions, right? And then there's the reference part, because all loan applications, you have to have a reference, right?
You do.
You got to pay people back, right? You got to have a reference. So the reference name, I need their phone number, and I need to be able to contact this person if you haven't paid me my money back. I can call them and talk crazy about you to this person.
No, wait a minute. This is a different type of loan application.
This is a loan application,
But
right?
there's a different types. The dynamics come for the different types. I get to call the people on your reference and talk crazy about you.
This is, you haven't paid back your loan. I learned this from Westlake Financial. Westlake Financial, when I bought a car from them a couple of years ago, you know what they did? Westlake Financial took the reference I put on there and called them and was looking for me, and then was telling people who I didn't even deal with, hey, he owes us some money. Have you heard from him? Have you seen him? So this is standard. This ain't just me. I've seen this before.
I see.
But there's more to the application. Let me go to the second part, okay?
It's too much for me already. I tapped out at question 2.
Okay.
I don't want it no more. I don't even want no money no more. You had that.
You can't see this part, but it says, when is the lender's birthday?
Oh, so
Do
now
you know my birthday? Do you know my birthday before you ask me for some money? Okay, you don't. Okay, cool. What's the lender's favorite color? Do you know the lender's favorite color? Do you know?
Lender's sister. I don't even know this favorite color.
Right. Okay. The next question is, was the lender born yesterday? Yes or no?
Yes.
He was. Okay. The next question.
Was he born yesterday?
Yes. Was the lender born yesterday?
Application.
I just need to know, because you don't know the lender's birthday. So was he born yesterday? Just wondering.
This is giving very much condescending. Like, this is a condescending ass application. Like, do you have me fucked up? Yes or no?
Oh, wait. I'm not. It gets better. It gets better.
It got to.
It gets better. The next question was after I was born yesterday. Are we fucking? I'm sorry.
Oh!
Are we smashing? Yes or no? Are we smashing? And if the answer is no, is it possible to smash if I ask? That's on there? Is it possible to smash? Huh? If you borrowing, are we fucking? Okay, that's a yes or no question. And then the last question on the list is, oh no, don't end my life. No, don't end my life. Don't do that. I said one cuss word. Don't do that. Okay, and the last question on there, did you ask your significant other for some money first? Yes or no? I'm gonna add another question.
So I'm assuming they already got a person, but they strolling over here to ask you for somebody.
I don't know. This is just a question. This is just a question on my loan application.
It's given tailored to a specific demographic.
I'm just curious. I need to ask. I'm gonna have another question up the top though. Did you go to God first? Did you talk to God
first?
Okay. I'm gonna add that to the list too, right?
Yeah, do that as list number 1, like question 1, please.
Right. Okay. And then there's this yellow bar. It actually states, if you are approved for this loan, you cannot ask me for money for the next 6 months. Okay. And then, the standard signature, the signature and sign of approval.
Notary on. I'm surprised you don't want to notarize. You don't want to notarize?
That takes time and that's more money.
It is. Attach that to the fee.
So what do you think about this loan application?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's tailored to a specific demographic. My mind was all over the place, but I thought the last question was like, do you have me effed up though? Because last and first question, like, I felt like that start there and end there. Do you have me effed up?
Right.
Second, you got a man and you over here, you must think you got.
You might have a woman.
Whatever you got going on, you got somebody else with somebody else's wallet you can go get into other than coming in this direction. Well, see, you should start there. My questions would have been able. You should start there. Start there first.
This loan can be approved. It's a possibility.
Smashing fees on the thing. It's smashing terms.
It's not a fee. It's no smashing term. Is it a possibility? Can I hit it if I wanted to?
If I decide to go through all my loan applicants, I can go through and see who I want to.
This isn't a precondition. This is not going to confirm or deny you getting the loan. I just want to know. Let's put it on the table. Let's just talk about it in advance. Before anything else happens, let's just talk about it. Am I able to smash? Do I have the possibility? Or have we smashed?
Because Lord Jesus, don't let this loan ever find me. Don't never let no types of loans like this find me.
I'm just saying, this is for anybody who wants to take out a loan with me. You just got to fill out the application. You may or may not be approved.
Is it like you got $1 million capital?
I got enough capital for what you need. Okay, what you need. If you asking me for a loan, I might have enough for what you need.
Okay.
That's it. If you want to borrow some money from me, you just fill out the application, let me know, and you tell me how much you need and pay that, and you have your reference. Your reference is very important to me. You have to have a reference with an active number.
What if you the reference?
I can't be the reference. I talk to
The
myself enough.
application giver and the reference, the
I
loan
talk to
provider and the
myself
reference.
enough. Okay.
That's what's up. Hey, this loan application is crazy work. I think you should do it. I think you should do
Oh,
it.
it's done. The application is done. This is just a
Go ahead and
screenshot.
put that out there into the ethos because man, I want to see how many people will apply. That's gonna be the funny part. I need you to jump back on Podlicker and let us know how many people applied and how many people
You know what,
signed off on
I'm
the.
gonna put a link to the application on the YouTube page underneath this video.
Yes,
Anybody
yes.
who wants to apply for the loan, you go ahead and fill out the information that you need, you know, your contact information, and answer all the questions about smashing and not smashing and stuff like that, and when's my birthday and was I born yesterday, and let me know, you know, your responses to these questions, and we can see if we can approve that loan. Because, you know, it could be, if you want to borrow $5, I got $5 for you. If you want to borrow $500, I might have it for you. But these questions are very important.
You ain't gotta go over there. If you need, I got $5 without conditions. If anybody ever need $5 without conditions, I got you.
See, she's saying that now, but there might be a point in time where she's gotten so many loan offers, she's sent out enough money to so many people that she has decided, you know what, I might need a loan application too, because people keep asking me for money. You know, some people ask you for money to support their own habits.
And they do. And they do. And they don't need to tell them that it just, there we go with the conditions of love again. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The purpose of this loan is very important to me. I might have to put a backside on it, so you have to write a 3-paragraph essay on why you need my money.
I'm gonna give you a job. That feel like a job application. I'm gonna go do that.
It's an application. You have. Hey, listen. There are always barriers to success and things in life, and you have to go through the hurdles. When you filling out grants to get grant money, you have to fill out the application and follow their terms. Okay.
Exactly. But they ain't got no smashing term on there though. That's the part that threw me off. I don't want it. I don't want it.
FDIC insured. I am not a FDIC insured lender.
Oh, never mind. No, I said somebody named Mel's jump on. Thought that was Cuzzo, but
welcome to the Chinat.
Either way,
do you need a loan?
I feel like somebody need a loan, but it ain't gonna be me.
You're not qualified. You make more money than I do.
I'm all right. I'm all right with that. I'm grateful. At this point in life, I'm pretty grateful that our conditions in our life is you love me and I can ask for $5 without the loan.
Oh no, you're gonna get the application. You're gonna get the application.
It's gonna be a different type. Just make sure it's a different type.
Write NA next to the sections that don't qualify.
I'm gonna put "Do you have me effed up?"
Oh,
on the.
I mean, sending the application is the answer to that question anyway.
I'm gonna put a name on there.
A reference
to answer that question. Cool. Yep. If it's a possibility, I got somebody for you right here.
No. First of all, no. NA. Right. NA.
That's my application. I gotta write what I need to write.
No.
It's mine. I need the $5 for my habits.
Can't support your habits. That's one thing you gotta write down. What you're using for. I need this for gas money to get through the week.
Not $5.
That's a noble cause. That is
not in Cali. You don't need that $5. Not $5.
1 gallon might get you to where you need to go. I don't know.
Where I'm at is $6.89, and that $5 ain't even getting you out the damn gas station. So.
Hey, it's time to get out of California. That's all.
That's probably what it is. It's probably what it is. But yeah, Podlicker.
What else?
Gotcha. It was a pleasure today.
You all done? You ain't got nothing else?
I do, but it's gonna take some time, and I got to get back on somebody else's time. So.
Oh, good. Well, I appreciate you joining. I appreciate us getting together and doing this, and y'all tune in next Monday for another live recording of the Podlicker podcast.
Hopefully the third party will be here. If not, then you're gonna see me and got your beautiful face, cause we got it.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna have another subject to talk about. Like, this week we were talking about loans. Next week we'll see what we're gonna talk about. You know,
we're talking about love too. Don't forget
about love. We did
love and loans. Love and loans. The conditions of love and loans.
That's the title of this week's podcast. Love and loans.
All right, y'all. Thank you, people, for watching. We appreciate it, for coming through, stopping by, doing whatever it is that you do. Check us out. We growing, we evolving, and we want to do it with you. So, thank you for joining Podlicker.
Get a sip of that Podlicker.
All righty.